Hello, I'm Chelsea Fry with Motor Age Magazine. Today I'm here with Aaron Stokes, who is the founder of ShopFix Academy and an operator of 6 auto repair shops. ShopFix Academy is a training and coaching company designed to help shop owners reach their goals by delivering affordable, high-value educational programming. We're going to talk today about challenges auto repair shops face and potential solutions. Aaron, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Chelsea, for having me. I'm happy to be here.
So what are a few of the biggest challenges auto repair shops are facing today in terms of the management level? And could you briefly explain some possible solutions for those challenges?
Yeah, so what I'm seeing from a lot of guys right now is a challenge to find a good manager, a good, strong leader. And I think one of the solutions for that is pay. You know, a lot of shops, they want to pay $50,000 a year or $40,000 a year to get a manager, and they don't understand to get a really strong leader that can lead a group of 8 to 10 people in a direction that's sometimes very hard to get to. You're going to have to pay up for that, and you're going to have to give them a piece of the pie, whether it be through a bonus off the net profit or hours sold or something, because it's very, very hard to do this business. And if it was easy, everybody would do it. And I think right now what we have to focus on is the way we pay. And then secondly, we have to just invest more in our managers. We've got a lot of managers out there that have been left, just hanging out to dry. There's no one there checking on them, seeing how they're doing, how their wives are doing, how their kids are doing. Or if it's a female manager, how her husband's doing, how her kids are doing, because she's, doing everything. So I think that right now what the focus is, it needs to be more on the manager, going after the manager, understanding their pains, their struggles from their point of view, listening to them, letting them know you care. And then we all know that saying, no one cares about how much you know unless they know how much you care. So making sure they know how much you care. And then once they can feel that, then offering them a bonus plan that if they do some extra effort, they're rewarded for it. Because if they're not, what are they going to do? They're not. No one's going to show up and bust it and stay, late and come in early for mediocre pay when they could just go be an employee somewhere else and not have all that stress. It's very much like being an entrepreneur and being your own business person. But we want to hire them like they're employees, and that's not the way we can do it. We have to hire them like they're an entrepreneur so that we can keep them and hold on to them. Because employee turnover is so expensive for a repair shop. It's just such a specialized industry. So much training has to happen.
Another issue we see shops facing a lot is car count. So how are you approaching that, and how are you teaching your clients the best way to get cars in their door?
Well, I think it's very important that you break down your car count. So you know how many of your customers came from, let's say you did a direct mail and you did Google AdWords and you have website and maybe you're on the radio and you get drive-by and referral. So if you don't break that down every month and have your front counter tracking every single month where everybody came from, you don't know what happened. I had a store once that went from bringing in 50 cars a month off of drive-by to only 20. And we couldn't figure out what it was. And we went back and we studied it. And at that particular location, I had some rental cars, and they put the rental cars up in the front line. And people just didn't notice the repair shop because of the rental cars. We moved the rental cars, and all of a sudden, our drive-by traffic went back up. If you do 200 cars in a month, 50 of them may come from direct mail, 20 may come from Google AdWords, 25 may come from your website, et cetera, et cetera. If you don't break those up by each advertising medium, you won't know where they're coming from. And then the last thing you have to watch is where does the customer actually hit their first piece of resistance, which is going to be how hard is it, to pick up the phone and dial your phone number, how hard is it to find your website from the direct mail piece, whatever it might be. And then when your staff answers the phone, are they telling them no, which is, how long for an oil change? And they look behind them and they go, oh man, it's a little busy over here. How about 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock or Wednesday or Friday? When you do that, you're actually saying no, or even hell no. You're pushing the customer back. And we want the customer to feel like they're welcomed. Sorry, just hit my computer. Welcome. And we want them to come on into the shop. We want them to come check us out. And if we don't focus that way, and we don't think about that, what ends up happening is the filters take over. So you have 3 filters. You've got the customer's ability to pay for it, your ability to find the work, and then your ability to sell the work. And now we just added a new one where the customer can't get into the shop. We already have to deal with our ability to find it with technicians, our ability to sell it with service advisors, and the customer's ability to pay for it. We don't need any more filters in the way. So we have to make sure that we are answering the phone the right way and that we are tracking every way the customer's finding us. Because if we can do that, then, oh my gosh, it's amazing. We can see every time one of those advertising mediums starts to not perform, we jump on it. And all you gotta do is ask your staff. Every shop software out there just about has a different way that you can add and mark up how customers find you. And then you just track that every month. Print that report off, spend 5 minutes studying it. It's not a lot of work. And then after that, you can make some good, solid decisions.
Great. And so you talked about, I think you kind of hinted at the power of yes and saying yes to clients. Can you maybe speak a little more about that and how that trickles down to other areas of the shop?
Yeah. So I learned this from Greg Sands years ago that saying yes when a customer calls, even if it's not convenient, will grow your shop. If you think about it, all repair shops, it happens in waves. We'll have a Monday, it just gets crazy and it's blown out, and you'll do only $1,000. Then on Tuesday, you're slower and you somehow do $2,500. And it's because Monday you get your butt handed to you, you didn't focus, and the team wasn't jiving. And you typically will have 3 or 4 of those days a month. And I think that a lot of staff members out there in repair shops across the country, they don't see that when it's happening. They just see customers as a pain in the butt because they've not been educated by the owner. That customers are our life. You know, they're the bread that we feed off of. They are everything. And when they come calling, if it's 5:30 and they want an engine replaced by 6, we gotta say yes, ma'am. We just gotta figure it out, and then we buy them over to the next day. You know, we get them a rental car, we get them a loaner car, we do whatever we gotta do. We take care of them. But if we don't understand that it's the power of saying yes, that customers come in waves. They don't come, 5 a day on schedule. They come in waves. And so if you're not feeling pain to say yes, you're not truly saying yes. I've discovered in the shops I'm coaching, well, oh yeah, Aaron, I'm saying yes. We'll shop them, and then we'll get them telling us, oh, we can't get to it till Wednesday, or we can't get to it till Thursday. If you wait 2 or 3 days, those customers fall off. They don't keep coming back to your shop. And a lot of guys will say, no, Aaron, my car count's still good. If you go and you study, what happens is they'll have 10 cars scheduled for a Thursday. 5 will show up. 10 more walk-ins will happen. So they have 15 cars for the day to all celebrate. But no one pays attention to the fact that there were 5 other customers on the schedule that never showed. And they were just too nice. They were too polite. They weren't going to tell you, oh, that was really rude of you to tell me I can't come in until Thursday. They just say, okay, sounds great. How about 2 o'clock? They hang up, they call somebody else. So people need to understand you have to strike when the iron's hot. And if your shop, if it's not painful, if it doesn't hurt, if you're not out there talking a technician into doing this car and saying, listen, dude, I'll buy you pizza for lunch. I'll do whatever I got to do. Please call your wife, get her to let you stay 15 more minutes. If you're not doing that, you are not growing your shop through the power of yes. Because that'll create a lot of activity, and activity will create some stress, and all of that built-up tension with the whole team will cause you guys to have a necessity system, or come knocking on the door of a shop training company like ours or somebody else's to get a new system so you can operate at a higher level so you can make more money.
And so ShopFix Academy's club level membership offers an opportunity for shop owners to network and learn from each other. So how have shop owners who participate in this, how have they benefited from it, and what has the response been so far?
They've benefited in huge ways. I think we promote a program of transparency. I talk a lot about what my stores do to my members. I encourage them to do the same thing. We don't use a composite. Instead, we talk about ongoing issues that are going on in our shops and our current numbers. We only feel we're as good as our last month. And because of that, we don't have anybody running around beating their chest, puffing out their chest with their ego saying, I'm the big boy in the room, everybody needs to respect me. Everybody's on the same level. And the smallest guy in the room with the small shop probably has something he can teach all of us. And the guy with the biggest shop in the room probably doesn't have it all figured out. He probably also has somewhat of a lucky location. He opened up at the right time, the right place, where there weren't many repair shops around. And I think it's a huge deal that we all come to the table in a humble way, and we all admit we don't all know everything. and just learn from each other, receive from each other. And I think if we can do that and pull together, it makes a huge difference. And I think that's been the biggest thing that shop owners have told me they appreciate in this group. The transparency is just on a ridiculous level for me and from the rest of the group. And they're all jumping in and helping our new members. And it's been a breath of fresh air. It's been amazing.
Aaron, thank you so much for sharing your expertise and for helping shop owners improve their business. To learn more, you can reach out to Aaron and with any questions or comments at aaron@shopfixacademy.com. Thanks for watching.